Home sharing is the provision of care to children and adults with intellectual disability, physical and sensory disability and/or autism in the home sharing family's home. Home sharing is a HSE scheme that provides day breaks and overnight breaks in Sligo and Leitrim, and it's been in operation for a long number of years. So some of our hosts have been providing these breaks for up on 30 years. So we match the needs of the guests with, we said, the skills and the ability and the interests and the availability of the hosts. This is a very important part of home sharing, and we ask that the hosts, the guests and the guest family trust this process. Both myself and Eleanor would often find that people, potential hosts, are reluctant to join the scheme because of, I suppose, their perceived lack of experience or knowledge of disability. But we would ask that you would trust that we would never place someone with a higher level of need with the host unless that host himself was confident that they could meet the needs of that guest. So every effort is put in by ourselves to try and ensure the success of the short breaks arrangements.
The support from the home share team is ongoing. We offer support to the host family. We also will look for multidisciplinary team support if that is required, depending on the needs of the person in the placement. We will assist with the scheduling of each of the placements and link with the host families, the host carer and the natural family and guest in making sure these are in place.
Okay, so we have two types of breaks as part of our home sharing service. We have the short breaks, which are the day breaks, and the overnight breaks, which the host provides in their own home. And then we have the shared living families, and this is where the host would provide a full-time placement in their own home, similar to a fostering arrangement, but for people with disabilities. Our short breaks, they vary greatly, and no two arrangements are the same. So we would have hosts currently providing breaks such as one weekend a month, one overnight a week, we say every Wednesday night, or every third Saturday for a few hours. The scheme is flexible, you can start small, and you decide on the frequency of the breaks depending on your availability and whatever commitments you already have in your life.
I currently have Martina. Martina arrives on a Tuesday afternoon and we spend a couple of hours together. Martina is very chatty, friendly, outgoing, fun-loving, I should really add. And she is great to have in my home. It's a pleasure to see her here on a Tuesday.
With Celine, we go for a walk to the woods, we go to Boyle, or we go shopping, we go to Sligo. We do cooking if the weather is, if it's wet, we do cakes and things like that.
The benefits for me would be I work from home anyway, and as anybody would tell you who work from home, you're in the home a lot and you do a lot of extra hours. So with Martina coming, that breaks that routine for me. That's my benefit. Plus that I want to get out and about, and it's nice to have somebody to go with.
She makes me laugh a lot. Celine is very, very thoughtful and she's very kind. So it's nice to come every Tuesday to see her, so I look forward to coming.
So the role of the host first and foremost is to care for the needs of the guest. And we ask the host to provide a safe and happy home environment for the guests whilst they're there on their short breaks. And we ask them to develop good relationships with the guest's parents, the guest families, to develop good working relationships with us, the home share team in the HSE, and to participate in training and reviews.